Yo, what's up, guys? So today we're making our second Ark video. This is going to be for official PvP going into Ark Survival Ascended. And in this video, I want to be covering what I think is going to be the new, let's say, standard, the new meta build for leveling your character from level 1 to 105 going into Ark Survival Ascended. Remember, we no longer have a movement speed buff. We can no longer level it. We are stuck. We can only level the movement speed through Swamp Fever, through Focal Chili, and then in the future, Shadow Main buff. And so, with that being said, there's a lot of new ways that characters are going to be leveling up their builds and making them effective for PvP. And in this video, I think I want to just kind of go step by step and show you guys my plan on how I'm going to level up my character from 1 to 105 in Ark Ascended going in. So, this build is going to be made kind of going around having Swamp Fever. I made a video covering that Swamp Fever will be meta in PvP for Ark, especially for like maybe the first year of its life cycle, depending when Aberration comes out, and depending like if you really do need that 20% movement speed at all times. And then this build, of course, can be modified, but it's also, I built it in a way that I think this can carry on all the way to end game. To when I say end game, I mean like you're basically doing extinction and beyond. That's to me considered like end game Ark with the way Ark currently is. So starting with that, I'm going to obviously start the game with the note run. This first part of the video is going to basically be what I expect a level 1 to 65 player. I believe we should be expecting to get around level 60 to 65. I know there's going to be people saying, well, I can do a note run and I can hit level 70, 80. And it's like, good for you. I'm just going to go based on the average. I think there's going to be a lot of trolling, a lot of griefing, a lot of stuff like that. So for right now, the goal with health is what I'm going to max out first, because health, I just want to get out of the way because, again, you don't have good armor, you're going to be squishy, so let's level that up. And for me, I'm going to actually go ahead and get my health to 380. And you might be wondering why that specific number. So like I said, you're going to have Swamp Fever in Ark Survival Ascended. Everyone's going to have it because some stupid bitch is going to come run and give it to you. He's going to cough on you. You're going to have your dumbass tribe mate that's like, hey, man, come here. And he's going to get you sick. We all have those people. We're going to try to not get sick. Someone's going to get us sick. I've always believed in Ark that 300 health starting out is what I would consider a good baseline health stat to have in Ark. I think it's very good in an early game. It's going to really help you to, like, let's say rocket run, which again, rocket running is going to be nerfed. And with no movement speed, you're definitely going to want more health than normal because the chances of you getting away are a lot smaller now. So with 380 health, what that's going to bring you down to is you're going to lose about 20% of your max health when you get sick. So if my math is correct, that should put you at about 304 health when you get sick. Now we're going to move on to stamina, and this is the exact way I'm going to level. My first 28 points that I get, 1 to 20, 1 to 29, is going to go straight into health. Then after that, we're going to put 15 points into stam, and we're going to get our stam to 250. Now you might be wondering, okay, why 250 stam? Again, this is the same exact concept that I was talking about earlier. When you get sick, you lose 20% of your max stam. And again, I believe with movement speed being nerfed, stamina is going to be the new substitute for it because you're not going to be able to outrun your opponent, so you just have to outlast your opponent. So again, I believe 200 stam will be a baseline for every build in PvP moving forward. For me, 250 is what it's going to be right now because, again, this is incorporating being sick. That's why the numbers look weird. You're looking at it and saying, okay, that's a very like weird number to stop at, especially on health 380. Why not go to 400? And I'll explain that part at the end. And like I said, we're going to just keep going so this video doesn't take too long. The next stat, I'm going to skip over oxygen. I'm going to skip over food. I'm going to skip over water. The next thing I'm going to level up. Now, from level 44 to level 65, we are going to pump straight weight. So that's what we do. We're just going to get our weight all the way from level 65. And I know some of you are saying, well, you can get level 70 to 75 on a note run. Again, good for you. I'm kind of go with a more realistic take. I really don't think you're going to be able to. Again, now, with the weight being at 310, we're going to lose 20% of this when we get sick. So that'll put us at about, if my math is correct, like 205. No, like 245 is what our weight will be once we get sick. And again, to me, this is going to be good. This build is based on, okay, you just load in, and this is, if everything goes right within the first 5 to 10 minutes, you should actually hit level 65. If everything goes smooth, right? In a perfect world. Maybe you can get higher if you're lucky, but for me, I'm basing on my 1 through 65. This is what my stats are going to be if I'm not sick. And again, like I said, when I get sick, 300 health. When I get sick, 200 stam, and like I said, my weight's gonna be at 240. Now I have 40 more points that I get to spend. Now, what I'm gonna do for this is I'm actually gonna go and put 10 points into Fortitude. And you might be wondering, okay, why are you gonna put 10 points into Fortitude? And that's because I do believe there's going to be a lot of melee builds coming into Ark Survival Ascended. The fact that movement speed is gone, people have a lot of extra points to spend. And I think people are actually going to dabble in melee. And melee early game is very strong. And again, like being hungry, being cold, being hot, being thirsty is so strong in early Ark, especially when you don't have the high level characters to make amazing recipes. I was talking to my friend. He was like, "Oh, we'll just make a recipe. It'll be expensive as hell." And it's like there's gonna be too many things going on in Ark that I'm not really gonna be focused on trying to make recipes. My priority is gonna be just mainly, let's say, focus on getting the resources, cook the fucking meat from killing the damn bear down the street. That's all my priority is early game in Ark. I'll run with my foreskin water container and take care of that. But that's basically what I'm going to be doing. And I think the recipes are going to be shit. They're not even worth farming. I think you're just better off drinking like a canteen and eating cooked meat. But I think 24-2 will be good. And again, the 20 Fortitude I think will be a good baseline to prep you going to Scorched Earth, because Scorched Earth is going to be like the next map that gets unlocked, and Scorched Earth is a map that everybody should be going to, because again, you do need dragons, you need rock golems, like these are like meta PvP tames. And also the new dinosaur, the Phalashasuchus, whatever the fuck it's called, that guy, I'm pretty sure it's going to be very strong, so you're going to want to get your hands on it. Now, I have 30 points to spend. Now, this is where I think you could get creative. If looking at your health at 380 pisses you off and you want to round it up to a nice 0, you could go for 400. But for me, I am just going to go straight weight all the way. That is my goal. Just get that weight all the way there. And these are basically going to be my stats from level 1 to 105. The reason why I wanted to take care of Fortitude, health, and stam kind of first is because, like I said, I think those stats are going to really make the quality of life better. And then, like, as I'm leveling up, being able to carry more weight is going to be nice. Again, when you get sick, I don't know the command to make your character sick, so I'm sorry. But basically, when you get sick from getting swamp fever, the final results from running this setup is going to be about 304 or 302 health. You're going to have 200 stam. Your weight should drop to, I believe, about 488, 500. So that's still very good weight for being sick. Kind of almost reminiscent of like having that weight when you were 103 originally, but you're going to obviously carry more now. And then with 20 Fortitude, it should help with you being less hungry, less thirsty, and help you deal with the environment better. And again, there's going to be a lot of club melee builds coming into Ark, obviously moving forward. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing. I'm going to be making a few more Ark videos leading up to the launch of Ark, and give you some feedback on my thoughts. I'm very excited. I want to hear what you guys think down below. Tell me what you're excited for, what you're worried about. Like I said, I'm just hyped, and I just want to talk about it. So sound off in the comment section. Consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.